It's really, it seems good when youngsters they join in, no? When the youngsters they really want to go for spiritualism. It really, I feel very happy.
It is all my pleasure because I got so many DMs, from such young, like teenagers. So like when they saw my post and they sent me the questions. So I have a whole lot of questions for you today.
That's nice.
So it's like there's so many things they want to know about Gita and like how these what life is all about, what spirituality is all about. They wanted they have so many questions. I was so happy to hear from such young children.
That's nice. That's nice. I feel happy because, and the question answers is one thing that really enlightens everybody. That enlightens the speaker as
Very
well
true.
as the others. The speaker also gets enlightened, There is that. So
Very
it's
true.
it's very
Very true.
nice to have you with me
Very true.
here. You can go ahead with your questions.
Yes, yes. So my first question that's my question actually.
Okay.
So what is the importance of spirituality in everyone's life? What role exactly the spirituality plays?
Yeah, it's a good question because we have a lot of these days. You see, it's these days. Yeah, it's always in life. Stress is there. Stress is there. You need to soothe your nerves. You need to be calm and composed. तो ये बड़ा ज़रूरी है lifestyle. हमारा lifestyle ऐसा है. अभी तो there is another thing. The COVID is an added, it's an added stress to us. But then our life was already a stress. It's a stress. And spiritualism is one thing that will really soothe your nerves and relax you. People don't agree to it. They go and they find relaxation in other places. They'll go and look for in the pubs and clubs. But jo asli milega na, that is there in the spiritual life. Without being connected to the higher or your inner self, you cannot find peace in life. So peace in life is very important. So I was doing recently a lot of seminars on anger management and uh, because people want a stress-free life. And while this COVID is also there, it's okay. It's there. It's fine. We can still enjoy our life. It's not that. It's everything. So death was always there. Death is always there. So death is always there in our life. It's the inevitable thing. We cannot deny it. So there is no use taking stress off this thing and not enjoying the life, not having peace in your life. So people think enjoyment is going to the clubs and pubs and watching movies and spending money in the malls. That is the best ultimate life. But the ultimate life is not that. That's why spiritualism is important to make you really tax free, stress free. That's right. People are watching us from Karachi, Pakistan. This Jyoti Maheshwari, she's a journalist there. She's watching and she's sending Hare Krishna from there. She's a journalist, the first Hindu journalist in Pakistan, a woman journalist in Pakistan.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, she's based in Pakistan?
Yeah, she's from Karachi. She's
wow.
Jyoti Maheshwari.
Wow, so wonderful. That's so wonderful.
Yeah.
Really wonderful. Thanks for joining in, Jyoti. Okay. So somebody asked, what are good karmas and bad karmas? Because generally what happens, like Radhika Di, it's like everybody we don't do this. It's not a good karma, bad karma. So what is the exactly in eyes of God? What is good karmas and bad karmas?
Yeah. That's again a wonderful question.
How do we define that?
The goodness and badness is the scriptures define, not we define. People say, oh, it's like in their own thing, they say, this is good, this is bad. I've seen non-vegetarians saying that, oh, I'm a very good person. I don't give pain to others. When you talk to them now, you just tell them, be spiritual, just do some meditation, just do some chanting. Then he say, no, I don't need to do it. I'm already doing very good. I don't किसी को दुख नहीं देता हूँ, किसी को भी पेन नहीं देता है. I don't speak bad words. Don't have a bad mouth. किसी की निंदा criticism नहीं करता हूँ. I'm very nice. They themselves say, I'm very nice. But then you ask at the end of the day, are you vegetarian? So they say, no, I'm a non-vegetarian. So then how come you say that you are doing good karma? ये क्या हो गया? She's Hare Krishna. हाँ दोबारा वो उसका इंटरनेट का yeah there's some issue coming in internet
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yes, yes, yes.
people
Yeah.
think that is the good karma. I'm what I'm eating. I can eat whatever I want to, but still I'm a good person. They define, they give the goodness, the definition themselves. How can you define yourself that you're good, or you're the goodness of the you say the demonic or the divine qualities are there in the scriptures. You have to go according to them. What they say, what the scriptures say. So scriptures are the manual for our life. That's our lifestyle. And as you know, I've written a book on the Vaishnav teachings in Sikhism. So that's interfaith. So I speak on the Granth Sahib from authoritatively from the Granth Sahib as well from the Gita or the Bhagavatam. So it comes out from the both the scriptures, and both the scriptures say this. See, if you do good karmas like pious activities, we call them, and the pious activities is like giving charity, and जैसे भूखे को खाना खिला दिया किसी को मदद कर दी so this is there but these pious activities the scriptures say they are going to tie you they are going to tie you in the sense you'll have to come back to this world again to take the what has come to your credit it has to be debited now what do you have so debit and credit has to be balanced but when you're doing bhakti when you're into spiritual life then you don't have to bother about this then there is the you will not sin will not be committed of course when you're doing bhakti there is no question of sin a sinful life is away now you are done with the sin but if you're into pious activities then it's there that the sins will be you will be going through a sinful life as well because पाप और पुण्य दोनों चलते हैं फिर आप पाप और पुण्य में फंस जाते हैं गुड एंड द बैड भक्ति करेंगे so you're above that then you don't get stuck in the pap and the punya and even I know from that because my faith gets strong when I'm from a Sikh background so when I went into the Granth Sahib it says there Guru Nanak Dev Ji met a big group of yogis the yogis and it's known as the Siddha Goshti they asked him this question the same question what you're asking they asked Guru Nanak Dev Ji कि हमें पाप करना चाहिए क्या मतलब पुण्य करना चाहिए कि भक्ति करनी चाहिए सो गुरु नानक देव जी सेड भक्ति करनी चाहिए पुण्य से बहुत ऊपर है भक्ति अगर भक्ति करेंगे तो पाप होगा ही नहीं पुण्य की चिंता ही नहीं करनी है पुण्य ही पुण्य होगा एंड दैट पुण्य विल बी बॉन्डेज फ्री नो क्रेडिट एंड डेबिट it will be bondage free when you're doing bhakti so this is there that it's important to do bhakti that's it so bhakti is just doing service to the supreme power just chanting his glories, chanting his name, just doing service to him. That's it. Yeah.
And I feel when you start doing bhakti and when you start like when you fall in love with God, so I think you can never go wrong and you can never do wrong. So if you fall in love with the God, like no, like you can fall with like be any idol. So it's beautifully you said. I mean, yes, bhakti is something which I feel this is something really very nicely said by you. Really very nice. Okay, there is another one question. Sometime in life, we face a situation where we have to choose ourselves or we will hurt others. But if we try to make others happy, we will end up hurting ourselves. So what as per God is right, that we should not hurt others just to make ourselves happy, or we can just be selfish and just think about ourselves.
We should never be.
we,
we should never be selfish. It's a selfless. Bhakti is selfless, and that is then you don't have your ego even. You have to shed off your ego also. The false ego has to be shed off. Because without giving up your false ego, you cannot prosper in life, in spiritual life. In material life, people want to boost their ego. Why they want to flaunt their money? They want to have big cars, big houses, just to flaunt, just to show off. And then it is there, but that boosts your false ego also. Ahankar badhta hai. And Krishna has spoken about Ahankar. He speaks in the Bhagavad Gita many, many verses on Ahankar. Ahankar balam darpam, he says that Ahankar is going to be very harmful in your spiritual life. And spiritual life, if not taken to, then what happens? The material life here, what we are enjoying right now, we say this is enjoyment. But this is momentary enjoyment. You see, just a small virus has taken away that enjoyment. It's taken away from us. It's given us fear. Yesterday also somebody was talking to me and somebody called me from abroad, because, and then she said that it's so much of fear has come over, it's overpowered our like family, my husband and my children, they don't want to step out of the house out of the fear. They say we don't want to step out, we don't want to eat anything, bring anything outside from outside even, just whatever dal and everything you have, just cook that. We don't want that out from outside, nothing we want. So how can you survive that way? Nobody can survive. For how long you can survive? So it is there that this fear is a terrible thing. And with spiritual life, you can overcome this fear. Krishna says, I give you Abhay Dan. Krishna's other name is Abhay Dan. He gives you Abhay, makes you Abhay. Abhay means over fear. You go above fear. So this is how one should get connected to Krishna, to be out of the fear from this life, fear from death. And this, even the COVID, it's a fear. वो हमें डरा रहा है. वो छोटा सा वायरस बड़े बड़े nations को डरा रहा है. The nuclear powers को डरा रहा है. And if we are connected to Krishna, we are connected to God, we become fearless. Then He cannot do anything to us. You take your precautions. It is not that कि हम अपनी immunity level नहीं बढ़ाएंगे और ये सब. You take your precautions, but then be fearless. Be fearless. Then अगर fearless रहेंगे तो stress free life रहेगी. Fearful रहेंगे तो stressful life रहेगी. So we have to have a stress free life. So it's very nice that I think so. Your answer, your questions would be very enlightening to others, even and me also. But then it's wonderful to have you with me.
Thank you. Same as actually. Okay. So my another question is, how can we safeguard our aura? Because like there's too much of negativity around, and no matter how much we try, with हम कहते हैं सत्संग एक होना जरूरी है, एक होता है जैसे आप संगत में रहते हो उसका असर पड़ता है. तो किस तरीके से how can we safeguard our aura?
Yeah. Satsang is very important. Association makes, we know, even in English proverb it says, man is known by the company he keeps. So association matters a lot in our life. And if we associate with right people, right company we keep, we will prosper and we will enjoy the life in the true sense. So now we all know this, that we are known by our association. And now what kind of association you desire now? It depends upon us. What kind of association we desire, what we want to become. That if whatever you want to become, you will look for the people around, like your company would be like that. So if you really want to be connected to God, you will be looking for the people who are already into this. So the Gurbani says, bin paga satsang na labije, bin satsang mail bharije jiyo. Without being fortunate, you will not find satsang. You got to be very, very fortunate to be in the association of devotees. Satsang is very, very difficult to find. And if you have a lot of pious activities in your credit, then only you will be able to get the satsang. You got to have previous pious activities and bhakti in your credit to be in the right association. So this is there. Bin paga satsang na labije, bin satsang mail bharije jiyo. Without being fortunate, you will not get the association of devotees. And without the association of devotees, what will happen? You will have a sinful life. You will be accumulating sins in your life. So this is there that we should be looking for the best association, that is the association of devotees. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, he asked a question to Ramananda Rai, a devotee of his, and just to enlighten him, he asked him, and then he said, what is the most painful thing in the life of a devotee? What is the most painful thing when you are a devotee? जब आप भक्त हो, so सबसे painful moment क्या होगा आपकी life का? So the most painful moment of the life is answered is when you get separated from devotees. When you get out of the association of devotees, that is the most painful thing for a human being who is a devotee. And because why is this so? Because if you are not in the association of devotees, then the bhakti spiritual life is very difficult to carry on. And we want to be have a spiritual life. We want to be connected to Krishna all the time. Get connection with the God all the time. It's not just we keep 5 minutes of our daily routine or 10 minutes of our daily routine for just being with Krishna. कि सुबह सुबह पाठ किया, अगरबत्ती जलाई एंड जल्दी जल्दी से बस एंड से दैट भगवान सब जानते हैं. आई एम very busy, and then you say, oh, Krishna knows everything. But then it's not that.
Yes, actually it happens.
They say he knows everything. I'm very busy. I have to earn a living, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to take care of my family. I've got
True.
children, I've got husband, I've got wife.
We
Everybody
have
has an
whole
excuse.
yes, we have whole lot of excuses. Yes.
Yeah, everybody has got excuses. But then Krishna sees what time is most invaluable, it's most valuable, most precious. So he says, what do you offer him? Do you offer your time to him, the most valuable time to him? So spiritual life is giving time to Krishna, offering the best and the most valuable thing to him. And time is the most valuable thing. So that's what we should be trying to offer that to him. And that is when we get connected to him, then no looking back. Then it is that you will find the bliss. That is there. And what Krishna says there, Shantasya Kuta Sukham. He says, you want Shanti. So how will you get Shanti? Shanti will come if Shantasya Kuta Sukham. Bina Shanti ke Sukh kaisa. And Sukh means happiness. And I travel like all over the world, ask people, what do you want in life? Everybody says, I want Sukh and Shanti, peace and happiness. Everybody says that. I want peace and happiness. But then how will you get that peace and happiness? Nobody knows it. And they are looking at the wrong things they are trying to find out. They indulge in intoxication, they indulge in gambling, they'll indulge in eating lavish foods, just thinking that ऐसे करने से भगवान मिल जाएंगे या ऐसे करने से सुख शांति मिल जाएगी. What are they doing? They are doing all this to find sukh, peace and happiness. Going in, buying good brands, wearing good brands, flaunting good watches, having big cars. It's again, they are thinking they'll find happiness in that. They'll find sukh in that. But they're not going to find there. Krishna says this. He says, Nastir buddhir yuktasya nacha yuktasya bhavana, nachavata shantira shantasa kuta sukham. He says, Na asti. Jiski buddhi mujhse nahi judi hai, Krishna says this. If his intelligence is not connected to me, how can he be transcendental, and how can he find sukh and shanti? So peace and happiness cannot come like that. It cannot come the way we are looking. We are looking at the wrong openings to get the peace and happiness. And it's not gonna come from there. It's gonna come from unless we get connected to the supreme power. Because he is the giver of everything. He says, I'm the cause of all causes. Gurbani says this. Gurbani says that just ठाकुर सियो नाही चारा ताको कीजिए सद नमस्कारा. Just ठाकुर के बिना कोई चारा ही नहीं है. You have to pay obeisances to him only. And Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Man bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskaru. Be my devotee, worship me, pay your obeisances to me. Man bhava madbhakto, become my devotee. Come to me. I'm there for you. And that's there. So this is how the faith strengthens, and this is how my faith strengthened, and that's what I tell all over the world. That's like, if two scriptures are saying the same thing, then how can we think our mind is we are more intelligent than these two scriptures? No way. We are not.
No way. No way.
That's it.
Actually. Yeah. So, my next question for you is, without using the path of violence, how to protect your own self from bullying? That's a question from a 13-year-old girl.
Uh,
I mean, she said, I'm 13, and yes, because I think this kind of, maybe, the kind of bullying, she must be going through.
yeah.
So she wanted to ask this question, yeah.
Because we don't give tit for tat. That's what she's
Because,
wondering.
yeah,
Yeah, no tit for tat. We
yeah.
don't give tit for tat. If somebody bullies you, you don't have to be like taking a revenge. Never go for a revenge. Just because the
Because I think
spiritual,
this generation,
yeah, the spiritual
yeah.
life teaches forgive and forget. So, but if somebody is really in distress, they should report to the authorities. Don't indulge in a revenge yourself, but report to the authorities. Let them take the action. We should go the right way. Like we should not. If somebody has really given a somebody attacks you, it's a violent attack. So one should not be retaliating in the same mode. It should be going to the higher authorities and reporting the thing, and let the authorities do the action, do the needful. Because it's not that we should not take the revenge, neither with the violent words or the violence, physical violence, and never use the foul language also. Because ये सारी चीजें, it says that अगर हम कुछ बोलते भी हैं, ये सारी चीजें हमारे पास वापस आएंगी. At the time of death, we are made of 5 tattvas. So there is this one tattva space, either. So either is that जब सारी चीजें they are accumulating in the space, they are all there already. जो भी आपने बोला भी है, it's all there. And at the time of death, everything is going to come back to your ears. Whatever you spoke, even it's going to come back to your ears. Because karmas are like this. जो भी आपने खाया भी है, जो करा भी है, उसको भी भुगतना पड़ेगा. That is also going to come. You will have to suffer for that. And जो भी आपने करा है, बोला भी है, that is going to come back to you. That will come back to you. So one has to be very careful in life. But spiritual life में रहते हुए, you will become careful. That's it. Because spirituality has got that power. It makes you like I put a tilak. Tilak is again keeping a check on myself. If I put a tilak, that means if I speak if I use some foul language, then it's a limit on me. It's a restriction on me. I cannot use. I cannot be chakar bhi. I should not be speaking any foul thing because it's a check on me. What people will say, you're wearing a tilak and how can you do this? So it's there. Guru Maharaj often says, one should not be like muh mein ram bagal mein churi. So devotees are not to be like that. Because पुराने पंडित लोगों ने तो ये impression एक बना दिया है. And as you know me, I'm from ISKCON, so you've been to ISKCON yourself many times. So it is there that we have been trained that way. We actually, people who join ISKCON also, it is like they are coming from very educated background. They're coming from the background where they have really, they know the world, outer world also, We are not like that for commercial or for money reason somebody is coming. It's not there. It's not a way of earning, It's you are giving yourself. You are giving everything there to Krishna. So it is there that then really that you really want to. You want to do it for him. So it is there no commercial exploitation. It is not that. It's something you want to give it. You don't want to take it, you want to give it. So ये जब देने का भाव होगा ना, then भक्ति होती है. जब ये होना कि what is in there for me, तब भक्ति नहीं होती है. तब ये होता है कि what I can do it, ये भक्ति होती है. ये है giving is bhakti, taking is not. वहां से exploiting is not. So that's it. So this is what ISKCON has, Guru Maharaj has taught us, and what the scriptures even say this. The Guru Nanak Dev Ji says this. कि how may means अपने अहंकार को खत्म करके become like सबों की रेणुका. Gurbani to goes to the extent of saying this. You should become the dust of everybody's feet. That's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said.
True.
Cheto darpanam marjanam. He says, first clean your heart. And then he says, Trinadapi suni chena. Those who have cleansed the heart, they have a very beautiful heart, pure heart. Then what they become? They become Trinadapi suni chena. They become very sahansheel. They become very, it is there, they become like a blade of grass. So anybody can step on them and walk away. The grass doesn't complain. So he says, become like that. That if he's doing it, it is just, he's thinking he's doing it, but nobody can exploit you. Because Krishna is there to
They're
protect
actually
you.
doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so beautifully said. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So my next question is, why relationships go from love to hate? What's the reason behind it? And this is something, this is, I think, a very, very, because there's a lot of issues, when it comes to relationships and everything
Yes.
these days. So this question, I've got a lot of questions regarding this, so I've just jotted down. So why relationships goes wrong from love to hate? What's the reason behind it?
Relationship management. One got to know that
Yeah.
relationship management, I was in Abu Dhabi recently. I gave a lecture there on relationship management. One has to, relationship, even Krishna says this, I have a relationship with you. He says that. He says, strengthen your relationship with me. So we have to, even in the material world, we have relationships with we are a social animal, and living in a family also, you're surrounded by so many relations. Out- Outside the world also, in everywhere, relationship is the main core of our life, lifestyle. And relationship management, one should know this art, how to manage everybody and how you can do it. And every relationship is again based on expectation. You know, everything, all
Correct.
relationships, they are based on expectation. You expect something from me, my children expect something from me, my husband, then my extended family, everybody, it's all expectations, giving and expectations. So we are living in a world of expectations, and ये expectations जब frustration बन जाता है, then the relationship gets sour, तब relation में खट्टा हो जाता है. So how you can really make your relation very strong all the time? When you put Krishna in the middle, Bhagwan ko beech mein le aayenge, a family that prays together stays together. Even in friends also. If you, how you find a true friend? A true friend is who is really connected to Krishna, and you are also, you have a common goal, then you become true friends. A common goal nahi hai to true friends nahi hote hain. Common goal hota hai, so the friendship is there for a longer period, and it'll gonna survive eternally, it will survive. So that's why it became easy, like in ISKCON, is you find the people who are really into it, and for me it was coming to my family. Going into the back to the family, you feel the bliss, and then the relationship doesn't get from love to hate, but then in the material world, it's gonna turn sour, because the day you are not, they're expecting something from you and you're not able to give it, the friction is gonna come, and the frustration is going to come, and then anger is going to come, stress is going to come, and everything will come, and then from love to hate. But it's better, it's better to be spiritually inclined. Then your relationships will be, you can understand your relationship, you can manage your relationship. That's it. Yeah.
So there's another question. So how to forgive somebody? Somebody has done wrong to you. So how do we forget that person? So what's the best way to do? As per if we talk about spirituality or God, what is right in the eyes of God? If somebody does bad to us, so how can we forget that?
We have to forgive and forget also. Just not forgive, but then forget this thing also. That we have forgiven somebody. Because when we forgive somebody, we are boosting our ego again. So we have to forget also, yes. And forgive करने के बाद में grudge को रखना ही नहीं है. Forgiveness, it's just not being saying sorry. It's going from the heart. It should be done from the heart. Because हृदय में भगवान को रखना है. One thing is there in the scriptures say, in your heart, Krishna says, keep me in your heart. That's why he said, Man bhava mad bhakto. Keep me in your mind. Mind and heart, that's together. He says, keep me in your heart. And he says, Sarvasya cham hidi samishto. I'm living in everybody's heart. But what happens? Because there is all hatred and lust, anger, and all the vices are there, so you cannot experience me. I'm already there seated in your heart, and I can see everything what's going on. I'm the witness. I know everything. I know your wishes, even your desires, even. But then he helps us in our desires, If we really wish to go back to him, he helps us. If we do not want to go back to him, he then also helps us that we should not come back to him. We should get entangled in material world. So everything he does is according to our wishes and desires. So he lives in our heart. So our hearts have to be very pure, And how the heart becomes pure? When this grudges and all, they go away from the heart. So forgiveness should be from the heart, from the core of your heart. एक sorry word एक हमारे पास है, we commit big mistakes and we say sorry, but then we don't keep it in our, like the grudge we carry on. We just verbally we say, the lip movement we say sorry, but then we carry the grudges with us. But Krishna says you have to finish off with all the grudges even. You cannot carry the grudges with you. If you keep the grudges in you, then there is that, he says, I don't reside in your heart. So forgive and forget. That is there. Forget that main cause of the grudge even. जो problem हुआ था उसको खत्म करना है जड़ से, and उसको दिल से माफ करना है कि दोबारा फिर से वो ना आए कि मैंने इसके साथ मुझे द्वेष है. I don't like this person. I hate this person. Never. It's just ऊपर से, and don't never go deep into others. सबको ऊपर से be nice to them, because ऊपर से हम सब अच्छे हैं. Everybody is at the best when we meet them. And जैसे जैसे आपका relationship बढ़ता है, you go deeper into each other, then you see the bad things, the pros and cons in everybody, and then you get away from them. तो कह रहे हैं कि ऊपर से ही देखो, don't go inside. अंदर जाना है तो अपने जाओ. अगर if you want to go inside, go your inner self. And ऊपर से तो just smile and say Hare Krishna to everybody and connect everybody to Krishna. That's your job. That's it.
That's so nice. I'm learning so much through you today. So another question is, what's Bhagavad Gita is all about and what it preaches us? Like as I'm sure, this is something must be very dear to you, because this question is something I know we all know about Bhagavad Gita. Like since childhood we have heard about Bhagavad Gita. So what Bhagavad Gita or Krishna is all about?
Yes.
We have seen so much his stories that we have read everywhere. We have seen Mahabharata, everything.
Yeah.
But what exactly Bhagavad is all about?
Bhagavad Gita actually speaks of 5 things. You see, Bhagavad Gita talks of 5 things. It's the dialogue between Krishna and Arjuna. It's a celestial song that Krishna sang. The Supreme Power sang. It's a celestial song. Bhagavad Gita. It is Gita. He's a poet, And one who falls in love with Krishna becomes a poet. That's a must. It's a must. One becomes a poet. Spontaneously, automatically, one will become a poet if he's in love with the Supreme Power. He will empower you with the words, poetic words. So he says, and he himself is the biggest poet. He sang this Bhagavad Gita. And he talks of 5 things in Bhagavad Gita. He says, and as I said, it's question answers with Arjuna. Arjuna has questions and Krishna answers them. And it's a conversation between them. And the 5 things he says, Krishna tells, first thing he tells about himself, that who he is, who Bhagavan is. Bhagavan means controller. and he's the supreme controller. He talks about this, that I'm the supreme controller. Then second thing, he talks about us, all the souls, jivas, all the souls. He talks about the jivas. Third, he talks about time. Time is eternal. Time, he says, it's me. Time means change. Once gone, will never come back. Time is very precious. He talks about time. Kal ka chakra, he says, it will keep on moving. It will never stop. So what we were in the soul is the same. But what I was in my young age, like when I was a kid, I'm not now. So change is inevitable. Time is, again, it's going to run. It's going away. So third is time. Fourth, he talks about the modes of material nature. He talks of 3 modes of material nature. He says they will be always there: mode of goodness, mode of passion, and mode of ignorance. These are 4 things that are eternal. He speaks of 5 things. These 4 things are eternal. Krishna is eternal. Jiva, souls are eternal. Time is eternal. The modes of material nature are eternal. Sanatan, they will be always there. They will never finish off. They will never go away. So then the 5th thing is karma. He talks about karma. He talks about that what is karma, what kind of karma you should be doing, what actions you should be performing. Now the 4 things are eternal, but the karma is not eternal. Karma is not sanatan. It can be changed. How it can be changed? Karma can be changed when you do bhakti. जब आप spiritual life में आते हो, जितना कष्ट आपको भुगतना था according to your karmas, because karma क्या है? कर्मा का philosophy is this, that जो पाप किए थे आज दुख बनकर आए, जो पुण्य किया था आज सुख बनकर आए. And in your future, if you don't retaliate to your karmas, then what happens is आपको reaction नहीं देना है. अगर जो दुख बनकर आया आपने उसको reaction दिया है, you will again suffer. So karma philosophy we can go deeper later, but the 5 things that Bhagavad Gita teaches. So these 5 things we come to know from Bhagavad Gita, and ये 5 चीजों में पूरा सब कुछ समा गया. Everything, every aspect of this material and spiritual world, everything is there inside. In these 5 things, Krishna has put up. So it's so simple. Bhagavad Gita is so simple.
Yes. So there's another part. How to keep your... What did you say? Sorry?
I said, you've gone it seems you're engrossed in it. I can see from your face that you're going deeper. What I'm speaking, you're going deeper into it.
Yes, very much. So how to keep yourself positive in such negative situation, like it's a pandemic and there's too much of negativity around, and the people like every day that we're watching news and we're seeing a lot of people dying every day, people falling sick every day. At the same time, there is a lot of economic breakdown world over. So what like how we keep ourselves positive at this point of time? Because I meet so many people every day, and the people are really literally they are like they're complaining. They're actually they're saying that they're losing their jobs. They're losing. They're like they're not earning too well. So this is how do we deal with it at this point of time, and how spirituality will help us at this point of time? Because what happens is, as I talk about, with me also, it happens so many times. Like, when we're sitting, we start cribbing on things, we start complaining, why God this, why are you doing with us like this, So no matter how connected we are to God, but still we have this feeling that why me?
That's
this
right.
kind of questions are arising, in each one of us, different zones, So, what's the reason, how to keep ourselves positive at this point of time?
You're absolutely right. It's a very hard time going on. It's there. Economic crunch is there. economy is shattered, and mentally pressure is there. It's a lot of mental pressure is there. The fear is there. So a lot of negativity is there in the atmosphere, undeniably. Yes, but yet,
Too much
yeah,
negativity.
yet the devotees of the Lord, they refuse to be overpowered by this negativity, because Krishna is all positive, God is all positive. At the end of the day, भगवान जो करते हैं अच्छा ही करते हैं. It's there.
True.
भगवान जो करते हैं अच्छा ही करते हैं, इसमें भी कोई अच्छाई होगी. Other day I was talking, I said, thank God this COVID is not airborne. Thank God it is by touch or by like
Yes,
it's coming. If it would have been airborne, it would have been very difficult to curb it. And the doctors even are saying that don't get panicky. Don't get panicky. Because many people are dying just out of, fear and heart fails and all that also.
yeah.
And if you're really and they say it can be, you can take precaution just like a cold, normal cold also. If you take precaution, you will be safe. But people get panicky, and the people were dying. But now it has become like it's being highlighting, they are highlighting the deaths. So there is nothing to fear the death. As I said earlier also, one is the death is inevitable. So Gurbani even says, Jivati mukt hona padega. You have to get liberation while alive. Don't linger don't ask for a liberation after death. If you are not, while alive, you're not liberated, how will you get liberate after death? So if you're really looking for liberation from your fear, even while alive only, you have to be fearless. And how to become fearless? If you chant the holy name, one becomes fearless. One can defy the death even. Death is just, Krishna says, that's why he told Arjuna, death is nothing more than just changing clothes. अगर ये शरीर खराब हो जाता है और दो नया शरीर मिलेगा, ये पुराना शरीर जो पुराने कपड़े होते हैं हम उनको उतार के फेंक देते हैं. इट्स लाइक दिस. अगर इस बॉडी में कोई प्रॉब्लम आ गया है, ये बॉडी बूढ़ी हो गई है या इसमें कोई डिजीज आ गई है, तो इट्स नाउ यू शेड ऑफ दिस एंड गो इनटू द न्यू बॉडी. और अगर तुम वो नया शरीर भी मिलेगा, तो अगर भगवत धाम लौट आते हो, सो यू विल गेट योर ओरिजिनल फॉर्म, यू विल गेट the blissful form. So one should try to go ahead with that. और भक्त जो होते हैं, they are full of positivity के भगवान जो अगर एक ओपनिंग बंद हुआ है तो 10 ओपनिंग्स और भगवान खोलेंगे. फाइनेंशियली ऑल्सो, इकोनॉमिकली ऑल्सो. अगर एक ओपनिंग में लग रहा है कोई प्रॉब्लम आ रही है, तो we give few months to it, everything will settle down, it will become okay. In this duration, one should utilize that, yes, I am getting, मेरे को भगवान कुछ सिखा रहे हैं. I should reduce my spendings, expenditure को कम करके I should be more focusing on my that how whatever savings I have, how I'm going to use them, how I'm going to. Krishna is making, I just joke with everybody, Krishna is making everybody now realize this, that how you have to manage your finances. Otherwise, it was like people were spending, money was coming and they were just flaunting and spending and spending. It was malls mein jana hai, ye lena hai, wo lena hai. Every Sunday, it was malls used to be like, I remember in Delhi, the most famous malls, they all are crowded, overcrowded. You don't find, people never used to find parkings, big queues to park your cars. And now what it's happened, those malls they're all lying barren. Nobody is there inside even. So, and people were just spending without soche bina hi, but they were all running. And now everybody has got a time for introspection. Just wait and do introspection. Go inside. Go inner. Listen to the inner voice now. And many are doing it. It was amazing. Like when the lockdown started also, when it started only, I used to go live only while traveling on my lectures abroad when I'm there or I'm giving in the temple. So because I never felt the need at that time that I go live on my own from my own house. I said only in the temple we go for darshan, let's go live from there, or when I'm traveling. But then at the time of pandemic, I locked down. Took it as my duty to go live, that what Krishna has given me, I should be distributing it. That's what Guru Nanak Dev Ji says. Jan Nanak mange tod us gur sikki jo aap jape avaro naam japave. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji says this, that I take the dust of those who chant the holy name themselves and make others chant. And then my Guru Maharaj even said that this is the time when you should be preaching more. People need us. People need such advice now, such spirituality now, because they are in pain. And you won't believe it, the views on my lectures started going like it was. I was surprised that 50,000 people watching this. They really were in, like, everybody was in distress, and still they are. And but it is there that they are receiving, when they've started. I've got a group of WhatsApp group of, like, say, 500 people with me. They are all chanting. Most of them have started chanting, and they are waking up early in the morning in the Brahma Muhurta, in the Amrit Vela, what we say, at the 4 o'clock time, and they are chanting. And they are actually, in this time of pandemic also, they are feeling very calm and composed, and they say that we are very happy what we are doing, and this has been a blessing. They say lockdown has been a blessing to us. So what more we can ask from Krishna when we say that it's lockdown, what he have given is a blessing to us. It's not a curse on us. So those who complain it to be a curse, they are actually disturbed at the moment. They need the spirituality all the more. They need to chant meditation more. They need it. So they should be going for this. I believe that if they're listening, most of them, if they're listening, they should go deep into this now. Introspection is very important.
I think this is, yeah, very true. I mean, and just stay positive, because that's very, very important.
Yeah.
So this another one I have, just a few more to go. So
Yeah.
how long is too long that before we give up? So this is a question from another, like a 16-year-old girl.
Okay.
So her name is Sarah. So she said, like, how long is too long before we give up?
How long is too long? Before we give up. Give up on what? Give up on what? The material thing?
Give up on things. Give up on, like, maybe relationships, or maybe on things.
How much you should take it?
Yeah,
what's your limit, you want to know?
How much we should?
How much?
Yeah, limit, actually. Yeah. Because at times it happens, people are like, I mean, yes, of course, I mean, that's something she must do. Yeah.
You see that सहने की कोई लिमिट नहीं होती है. It depends upon you, how much you are, like, dedicated, and how much you want to. And we should not be, it's in every different, what to say, like, alag criteria mein alag rahega. Jaise in, if you're in a marriage, so violence is unacceptable, of course. Physical violence, verbal violence, it's all unacceptable in any relationship. So one has a limit there. They, again, I said, complaining to the authorities, or if it's a marriage. So Vedo mein to mana hai divorce, but then in the Kali Yuga it's on the rise. Vices will be on the rise. So one has to be, जब तक भक्त नहीं होते हैं तब तक दोनों तरफ से वो compatibility बड़ी difficult हो जाती है. So that's why we see in today's scenario so many divorces are coming up. And during this pandemic time, all the more violence, domestic violence has risen, because people are really in stress. And then what happens? Everything comes out in like this. So there is there that, again, the one thing is, दोनों को बैठकर, या any relationship means two people, two or more than two. So one should introspect each and every person. Gita says, Krishna says here that compassion, we say, charity begins at home. We say that word. Krishna says this. He says, first of all, show compassion to yourself. हम अपने ऊपर दया सबसे पहले दिखाओ. It's like that when we sit in the plane, what happens is what the aerostess says. Aerostess usually what they say when they give the बताते हैं ना कि तुम्हें क्या करना पड़ेगा if there is some emergency. The first thing says the oxygen mask will drop down, and first you put your mask. Even if your child is sitting on the next seat, don't put his first. First put your mask on. So that is first you do show compassion to yourself, then to the others, even your child, even. So showing compassion to yourself means what? He says showing compassion to yourself means that you are getting connected to Krishna yourself first. Get connected to God yourself. अपने ऊपर दया दिखाओ. अपने ऊपर दया दिखाने का अर्थ है खुद सही रास्ते पर चलो पहले. हम क्या करते हैं? हम ब्लेम गेम खेलते हैं. We are very, Vedas tell this, that human nature is dishonesty is the trait of human nature. In the Vedas there are 4 defects given, and one of the 4 defects is dishonesty. We are dishonest with ourselves. To error is human, it says. Yes, to error is human, but then we are cheaters. We cheat ourselves. हम अपने आप को चीट करते हैं. हम एक्सक्यूजेस देते हैं अपने आप को. हमें कोई कहते हैं सुबह उठ के नाम जपो, तो हम पहले तो कहते हैं सुबह क्यों उठना है, क्या करना है उठकर, और सुबह फिर वी गिव एक्सक्यूजेस टू आवरसेल्फ. यू सी आई स्लेप्ट लेट, अपने आप को ही बोलते हैं आई वाज अवेक टू अर्न मनी, आई वाज नॉट. अलग अलग बहाने देते हैं कि मैं तो अगर रात को लेट हुआ काम की वजह से लेट हुआ, मैं तो अपनी फैमिली को देख रहा हूँ तो मैं लेट हो गया. सो इन द मॉर्निंग वी डोंट गेट अप. सेकेंडली, जब करने के लिए कोई बोलता है तो इसे मरने की फुर्सत नहीं है, यहाँ 2 घंटे कौन बैठ के माला करेगा.
I was about to say that.
2 घंटे कौन माला जपेगा, क्या करेंगे माला जप कर 2 घंटे बस हरे कृष्णा करते रहेंगे. सो इट सेज दिस कि वी गॉट लॉट ऑफ एक्सक्यूजेस विद आवरसेल्व्स. इट्स वेरी टफ फॉर अस. तो हमें पहले ये समझना है कि अपने ऊपर दया कैसे दिखानी है. वी हैव टू टेक टाइम फॉर आवरसेल्व्स आउट. वी हैव टू गो इनसाइड अस, एंड देन फिर हमें ये समझना पड़ेगा मुझे क्या करना है, मुझे भगवान से जुड़ना है. तो दैट इज व्हाई सारे स्क्रिप्चर्स ये कहते हैं कि पहले खुद करो और फिर दूसरों को दो. दिस इज इम्पोर्टेंट. और हम ब्लेम गेम करते हैं. नहीं, हम किसी के साथ भी सारा कुछ उसी पे ब्लेम डाल देते हैं, अपनी कोई कमजोरी नहीं देखते हैं. वी आर द बेस्ट जजेस फॉर आवरसेल्व्स एंड बेस्ट lawyers for ourselves and judges for others. We judge others immediately and become an advocate for ourselves कि मैं तो ठीक हूँ बिल्कुल, अगला ही गलत है.
Completely.
So the best way to work in a relationship is दूसरे की अच्छाई देखो, अपनी बुराई देखो. दूसरे की 10 बुराइयां होंगी पर उसमें एक अच्छाई होगी. लुक टू दैट अच्छाई, उसकी वो अच्छाई देखो, एंड देन आप वो 10 बुराइयां माफ कर दोगे. अगर उसमें एक बात अच्छी है ना तो 10 चीजें आप माफ कर दोगे. तो अपने अंदर 10 बुराइयां है ना, तो हम वो छुपा लेते हैं और अपनी एक अच्छाई को हाईलाइट करके घूमते हैं. तो गो द वाइस वर्सा. अपनी बुराई दूसरों को बतानी है तो वो बताओ, दूसरे की अच्छाई बताओ, उसको बताना है तो उसकी अच्छाई बताओ. So then every relationship will work. No relationship will fall down. सब अच्छा चलेगा. तो जब हम ऐसे हो जाएंगे. And how we will become like this? Only bhakti can make you. Otherwise, there is no way out. Without the mercy of the Guru and Krishna, nothing can work out. One does not become like this. Cannot.
Okay, so there's another one. We talk about other negative energies or like a black magic. Okay, so how can we get rid of all these things with japa and or maybe taking doing mantra japa or whatever, like can we get rid of all that negative energies and that black magic or like me asking because if somebody asked me, so this is my question. Are these things for real? I mean, if you talk about
Yes.
Black magic and all these things.
Yeah, it's there. Tantra, mantras, all are there. that is there. The black magic is there. That's a tamaguni puja. That's a mode of ignorance. The puja done in mode of ignorance is black magic and all this. It is very much there. But if we are connected to Krishna, nothing can touch us. Nothing can touch us.
Okay.
Krishna says this. He says that I've got all the Kal even. Kal bhi kuch nahi bigaad sakta. Kal is not tantra mantra. बट काल भी हमारा कुछ नहीं बिगाड़. काल इन द सेंस कि कोई कहता है ना ये राहु काल चल रहा है, ये शनि चल रहा है, ये वो चल रहा है, ऐसा काल है. कृष्णा सेज, he says in Bhagavad Gita, यो न हर्षति न द्वेषति न शोचति न आकांक्षति शुभ अशुभ परित्यागी भक्त मान्य सम प्रिय. ऐसा भक्त मुझे बहुत प्रिय है जो शुभ और अशुभ दोनों नहीं देखता है, जो शुभ घड़ी और अशुभ दोनों को ही नहीं देखता है. So this is there. That is why Guru Nanak Dev Ji gave कि nobody should, every moment is of Krishna. सब घड़ी भगवान की है. हर घड़ियां जो भी है ना, ये काल, ये राहु काल, ये शनि, ये सब भगवान का है. सारे काल भगवान के. जिसने भगवान को पा लिया है, those who are connected to Krishna, they don't have to worry about these all things. You know, once I met a Vastu Shastri. He was here in a, he met me and then he told me about some devotee's house he had been to. And he told me that us devotee ka ghar ka jo direction hai, the main door is in the south side. It opens on the south side. South side is inauspicious, highly inauspicious. Lakshmi does not come in the house because that is south का द्वार. वहां से आती ही नहीं लक्ष्मी. आएगी भी तो टिकेगी नहीं. It's लक्ष्मी वैसे ही चंचल है. लक्ष्मी we know it. So I said, but उस डिवोटी को तो कोई प्रॉब्लम लगती ही नहीं है. तो he said the same thing. In fact, ये मैं clear कर दूं. It is, he came to our house only and he said your house is facing south. And like you will, the Lakshmi cannot stay in your house. She will not stay with you. I said, no worries, but I have had no problem at all. I said, there is no, whatever I wish, whatever I desire, I have been getting in life, and there has been never a big problem with me. He said, because the boss lives in your house. He looked towards my temple and he pointed to Krishna. And he says, because the boss is living in your house, how can you have a problem? With wearing a tilak like this, no negativity can touch you. He said that to me on my face. And he is well versed in the shlokas of Bhagavad Gita also. And he's from a Sikh. He's a Sikh gentleman. And he is from a Bedi clan. He's from the Bedi clan is from Guru Nanak Dev Ji, coming from Guru Nanak Dev Ji's descendants. So he told me all this. He said, I'm a Vastu Shastri. People pay me hefty sums, you know. They pay me hefty sums. They call me and then I give them all the totkas. But then what happens, he says, they have a bar also in their home, as well as they want Krishna also in their home. If they have the Granth Sahib also in their home, they'll be eating non-veg also, or they'll be drinking also. So he said, then how can you think that Vastu will affect here? Because if God is there, if Krishna is there and you're fully surrendered and you have no vices like these, then why won't Krishna reciprocate with you? And Bhagwan ne yahi kaha, Shubha Ashubha Parityagi Bhakta Mane Sama Priya. He said, कोई घड़ी शुभ नहीं है, कोई अशुभ नहीं है. जब सब घड़ी मेरी है, जो मेरे साथ शरणागत है, जो सरेंडर्ड है मेरे को, उसके लिए कोई घड़ी शुभ नहीं है, कोई अशुभ नहीं है. That means every moment is Krishna's moment. Every moment, every क्षण, जो भी पल है, वो सब भगवान के. तो नेगेटिविटी कहाँ से आएगी? आ ही नहीं सकती है. If you have that much faith on Krishna, yes, whatever he is doing perfect. भगवान कभी गलत हो ही नहीं सकते अपनी कैलकुलेशन में. How can he be wrong? He is always right. तो अभी भी जो कुछ चल रहा है, it is his calculation. Maybe what he is thinking, he knows the best. And he is doing something best. He has bigger plans for us. He has, maybe our economy is going to boost later. And economy is not everything. Money is not everything at the end of the day. We should be fulfilling our needs, you know. इतना भगवान दें कि हमारी needs fulfill हो जाए. Wants के लिए मत भागो. We should not run after the wants. Wants cannot be fulfilled, no matter, but the needs can be fulfilled. Needs के लिए भगवान देते रहे, we are more than happy, sufficient. And that is there.
I think yes, we have been like in during this time, that God has taught us. Because I think all of us are like this. We were at home under lockdown and no outside food, no going to restaurants, not going to mall, not spending money. So we understood all that, that we don't need that much of money to live a life, a beautiful life. You
Yeah.
can have a little money, or maybe we understood that difference between needs and desires. The desires are like unlimited.
Yeah.
So yes, beautiful. Yes, so beautifully said. So my question to you: there's so many times since I'll say childhood, suddenly something crosses my mind that who am I? I don't know. This is something very strange. I know, but suddenly something will hit my mind, and I'll be like, who am I? And what I'm doing right now?
That's it.
Generally, even if I'm working and I'm doing sitting some like I'm talking to someone and suddenly just like who am I? What I'm doing? What's around? This is something always crosses my mind, so many times. So this is my question to you. Why this happens?
It's a good question. It's the Vedanta Sutra says this is the first line of Vedanta Sutra. Athato Brahma Jigyasa. This is the inquisitiveness that who am I? What am I doing here? Why I am here? This is when your spiritual life starts. This is the first line which one person asks to himself. And then his spiritual life starts. Beginning of spiritual life is from this point. This inquisitiveness. So I also didn't know that. You see, when these questions came to my mind, I didn't know that this is the beginning of the spiritual life. But these questions were haunting me, and they haunted me. And I did not let them settle down in my mind away. People, what they do, they get this question and then they again get engrossed in their worldly things and they forget what they were looking for. But when these questions came to me, I was very adamant, very strong that I wanted answers to them, and I would not take rest until I would find the answers to them. I did that with my life, and it was like 6 months. I went into lot of austerities, lot of things on my own because I wanted to know who am I, what I am doing in here on this planet, what is the goal, why was I sent here,
What is it?
why was I sent
Yes,
here.
actually, these questions. Yeah,
It was not
so
I.
many times. Yeah.
Yeah, you are a makeup artist and I'm a fashion designer, so I was busy in
Yes.
my fashion
Yeah.
designing. And when these questions struck me, I could not do my job. Like, I could not do my business. I could not. I was restless. I could not do it. And then I was searching for the answers. And I was going here and there, looking into the scriptures, going to gurdwaras, temples, everywhere, wherever I could. I wanted to find the answer. Why was I sent on this planet? And then I got the answers when I went to Vrindavan. I visited ISKCON Vrindavan. That was, I got the answers there and I chanted my first round there in Vrindavan. I started my japa meditation there at that moment. And that was the turning point in my life. And then I got the answer, who am I? Why I was sent here. Krishna gives the answers in the Bhagavad Gita. That's why he says, you are spirit soul. You are not a body. You are the spirit soul. Then I realized, yes, who's speaking inside? This is the soul. Right now, the soul is speaking. If the soul goes away, nobody would look at this body. Everybody would say, just take it out and cremate it, put it into fire and finish it off. Nobody wants to touch it. Nobody wants to see a dead body. They cover the face. You see? What a contrast. When a child is born, you just carry the baby around and flaunt the baby. A new baby has come home. Everybody's flaunting. Everybody says, "Oh, I'm the Masi, I'm the Bua, I'm the Chachi, and I'm the Tai, and all that." Everybody is enjoying bliss. And look, when the person goes away, they cover the face and send him away. Nobody wants to see the face even. So this made me realize that this is death, and death is so real, and the whole life what we were living is just false. what we lived for. We lived for going, just enjoying this body pleasures. We were living for that. And the same person, when he dies, nobody wants to see the face even. They cover the face and take it away. So this is the irony. And that's what Krishna says. You are not body, you are soul. Soul is very beautiful. Don't. Soul is so pure and beautiful. Look at your soul. Don't worry about your body. And then I realized, yes, one has to work for the soul. He says that don't work for your body, work for your soul. Soul is very beautiful. And soul is my part and parcel. That is why it's so beautiful. That is why it's so pure. Krishna says that. And who am I? Why are we here? Then why are we here? Krishna says you have to remember me. Man bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskaru. You are here just to worship me. You are here to pay your obeisances to me. You are here to be mine. And that's what Guru Nanak Dev Ji said. That you've got Bhai Prapat Manak Dehriya, Govind Milan Kiye Teri Bariya. Our Kaj Kita Na Kam Mil Sad Sangat Bach Keval Naam. That you are born in this planet, you were born here. Bhai Prapat Manak Dehriya. You've got a human body now. You are a soul, but you have a human body now. And you got a human body for what? Bhai Prapat Manak Dehriya, Govind Milan Kiye Teri Bariya. Now is the golden chance to meet the Govinda. That's what Krishna says, Man bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. And how will you get to Krishna? He says, Govind kaise milenge? Mil sadh sangat bhaj keval naam. That's what your question was earlier. Association. He says, Mil sadh sangat. Sit in the association of devotees and chant the holy name. And you will go back to him. So these are the answers, you know.
Today I got all those answers, and I seriously, this was like there in me. I never shared this with anybody, but I think you were. All the while I was just thinking whether I should ask this or not, because maybe there's some question which is because it always crossed my mind so many times. Why we are here, and what for? Who am I? So these questions very beautifully. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You answered today. And I'm today done with all my questions that I think almost through with that. And thank you so very much for being here. And really, I really simply love the session with you. And I'm actually speechless. I was totally engrossed.
I could see it.
You said,
it was wonderful.
It's so beautiful because, and I think we all need it at this. We all need it, not only at this point of time, otherwise also, because I think that's very, very important, because this life, I think the God is teaching us, you never know what's going to happen next. So you just pray.
We all should pray.
Thank you so much.
We all should pray that everything, Krishna may settle down everything so nicely. May this COVID go away and everything becomes normal as earlier. But people being more beautiful now. People should be more introspective and more beautiful now.
Yes.
They should. So their change will come, of course.
They should be more thoughtful. They should be more,
That will come, I think so. This COVID has taught the world that. Yeah. So thank you, meeting you. We'll meet again someday.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yes, I would love to, and thank you so much for sparing this time today, and it was such a big issue with the network. So that time we could not connect with each other. So
now I have
wonderful.
We'll do it one day again with more preparation and more. When the network is better, we'll do that again. No worries. No worries.
Yes.
It was lovely meeting you, Mansi.
All my pleasure. Same here.
Thank you.
I wish to meet you in person very soon.
Sure.
I hope things get better. I'll definitely come to you and meet you.
Yeah, we'll surely meet. Hare Krishna. Take care.
Thank you so very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Take care. Hare Bol. Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Bol. Hare Krishna, everybody.